Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the 5th iteration of the Hippopotamus Circle Clicking Cup. We have the last match of the first day of our bracket stage starting right now. Here on a lovely sunny Saturday. It's not Sunday at all. Lovely sunny Saturday afternoon. And they're picking this song. Oh my god. Alright, well, I apologize for your ears. Anyway, it is Nice Win Guys set to take on dupa. That is the number 3 and number 1 seeds in the tournament by Bancho rank. Nice Win Guys, consisting of Chiv, Matthew, Saryi, Curtis, Jeremy, Danit, Legend, Oz, Arco, and Almighty Door. dupa on the other side, Michni, Toriastara, Mistya, Musty, Anroy's, Jagako, Vilas, Blazink, and BMG. This song makes me want to actually just stab myself in the ears with knives. Anyway, so you may be wondering, of course, how you get the number 1 and the number 3 seeds against each other this early on. Well, Nice Win Guys emerged victorious from their group, which was Group N, with a 3-0 record, 15 points for 4 points against. So they gave up 4 maps in their 3 matches in the group stage, but they topped their group, advanced onward as the top seed. dupa, meanwhile, on the other side, up in Group C, emerged 2-1 from their group, finishing second behind the Chinese team Dadunai. A somewhat surprising defeat. That was one of the very few A seeds to lose a matchup, really at all, but I think it was something like 12-4 A seeds versus B seeds. And so Dadunai came out of that as the top seed, and dupa came out as the second team, and were rewarded for their efforts with a very, very difficult matchup here in the first round of the bracket stage. Very surprising to say that one of these two teams at the end of this match will be dropping on down to the loser's bracket. Not the sort of thing that you would expect out of teams as strong as these, but sometimes things work out that way. Of course, Dadunai, the team that beat dupa, did already win earlier today against, amusingly enough, of course, not amusingly, it's not surprising, Sidetrack Day, because they were the B seed from the group that Nice Win Guys came out of, I think the B seed, at least the second team. The winner of this will go on to face the winner of tomorrow's match between Cuckweezy and Thanks Guys. So we could have a guy-on-guy matchup in the round of 16 or in the losers bracket round 1 if both of them were to lose, and that's not a, you know, impossible sort of scenario to see ourselves ending up in. So all guys all the time would be quite the matchup to see. But these teams both really, really strong. I don't know. I mean, I think this is a ton of players that everyone will be familiar with. They'll cover any skill set in the game that you can possibly imagine. And I think we are in for one of the highest quality matchups of this particular first round in the bracket stage. I don't really see too many of these other matches as having the possibility of living up to this one in terms of overall skill between both teams. Smiling Imp versus Oomphy Aim would be possibly another one, but I have heard word that Smiling Imp has some real player issues and that it may end up being a quote-unquote clown fiesta in that matchup tomorrow. So not sure how great that one might end up being, unfortunately. Gotta hope for the best. Got all we can do. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to continue on with my never-ending crusade against warm-ups because I feel like we're just kind of wasting time here. The fact that it takes 20 to 25 minutes to go from players joining the lobby to even starting bans is patently ridiculous, and the fact that it's 2022 and that's still going on really kind of blows my mind. I don't know. It seems like there's a very vocal subsection of people who feel both ways. Like, it's either straight up just fuck warm-ups, I hate this shit, or oh my god, I could never do without warm-ups, I must have a warm-up in every match. It's like this diametric opposition between the two groups. Alright, we have finally gotten through that warm-up. Jesus Christ, that song is so bad. I'm sorry. To anyone who actually enjoys this song, I'm sorry about your luck, because I don't know that I can quite understand it, but it's so bad. And now we will go on to the second warm-up, and hopefully it's a better song. Hopefully Chiv picks a banger. Actually, wait, Chiv got given host and then left, so I don't... Oh wait, he's just not in a visible slot. There he is. Hi, Chiv. Oh, are we crashing our client? I can't tell. Alright, I'm gonna say this is probably right. And we'll get on into the second warm-up here. Yeah, as mentioned, this is the last match of the day. What started as 8 matches Saturday, 8 matches Sunday, ended as 5 matches Saturday and 11 matches Sunday, with 12 of them overlapping in some form with at least one other match, if not 2 other matches. So sorry to anyone who wanted to be able to see more matches on stream, but can't be in 2 places at once, so it's just an unlucky state of affairs. This is actually Suigi Spring Cup. Just in case anyone was wondering, we're actually just playing Suigi, where there's a 3-hour time window where every match must be played, and that's the only time window where any match might be played. We get another nice, ludicrously long warm-up. Alright, I don't really have enough going on in the tournament at this stage to talk about. Nothing has happened. There have been 3 matches so far, or 4 matches so far. And these teams have only played, you know, in groups, and I think each of them got, well, one of them got an FF win. I don't know if both got an FF win. So they haven't even played like 3 matches yet necessarily. So it's like, what do you talk about for 8 minutes of warm-ups, man? I don't know. I guess we just hang out. I don't have any like pick habits or scores to compare. And score comparisons are kind of not all that meaningful when it's V1 anyway, because it's V1. I don't know. So it's like, yeah, you could look at the average scores for the teams in the group stage, but like the effect of V1 is such that it's kind of hard to find any meaningful data. And we are frozen. Hello, client. What's going on? How ya doing? Okay, all right, we're good. It just decided to freeze. I don't know. Oh, here's a fun discussion topic. Not really fun, but apparently, I have recently been made aware, and I don't know if this is a widespread thing, but apparently matches that have players in them that can't ready or that are reporting bancho issues can have this resolved by closing the spectator client or unspectating if anybody is spectating the players. For some reason, it has been reported that spectators for a lobby cause players to have this issue where they can't ready up, or they have quote-unquote bancho problems. And it just makes me wonder how we're alive in 2022 with that being the case. I don't understand how that's possible. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but this is what's being reported by a couple of different people, so I'm inclined to believe that they may be onto something. It makes absolutely no sense to me, and one player opened an issue about score submission problems in a related sort of way on GitHub, and Peppy was just like, nope, this is on your end, and closed the issue. Literally, the response was just, not a server problem on your end, issue closed by Peppy. It's mind-boggling, to be honest, that this is the state of the game. I really I don't understand, because I don't get, you know, I'm not, it's not my area of expertise. I deal with the tournament client. I don't know how the tournament client works. I don't know that anybody knows how the tournament client works, but it defies logic to me that issue exists and is actually a thing, and that's actually a way of resolving it. So, like, you mean to tell me that all those issues we were having in 4WC 2020, I could have just stopped spectating and they would have all been fixed? Like, come on. Come on. Give me a break, dude. There's no way. There's absolutely... Colon, there is no way, colon. Alright, well, map's over. So far, we've had a decent variety of picks and bans in the first few matches of this round, hoping that will continue. 3 out of the 4 matches played this morning did ban Nomad 4, I know Tsukima, and 2 of those 4 also banned Hard Rock 1, DT4, DT5. So we'll see if any of those continue to get banned. But we are gonna get into that ban phase. It's gonna start off with a ban from Nice Win Guys. And it is going to be Nomad 2 receiving another ban. That's been banned a couple of times now. That's interesting. Oops, that's... Okay, I had to fix something on my back end. Sorry about that. But yeah, Nomad 2, the first band coming out from Nice Win Guys. Nobody wants to play Mythologia's End. It's very long and very boring. I don't blame them for that. It's almost 5 minutes long. I really, yeah, I don't blame anybody for banning that. We are going to see another DT5 ban as well. So that's the Cube. That's the incredibly old double time pick. That one dates all the way back to 2009. So super old style, small circle, low AR DT pick is removed from consideration. Nice one, guys. Now on to their second ban. We'll see if they go for another similar kind of map to remove with their second ban, or if they go for a different skill set and they just wanted that particular map out of the way. I feel like that's the case as much as anything else. What's the next longest map in the pool? Maybe they just want a map to ban long maps. Maybe they just ban Nomad 8. That's 4.5 minutes long. Actually, you know what? That's actually a good song, though. Tengaku is a banger. Fremod 1, also pretty long, also a banger. We await. Oh, they're taking their sweet time on this second ban, though. You know, usually it's not as big a deal in these early rounds, but when your matchup is this even, you actually really need to think about your pick and ban strategy, I think. And it's gonna be Hard Rock 4 as the second ban for Nice Win Guys. So that is Koyomi Zakura. That is the first time that map has been banned so far this round. The CS 6.5 kind of awkward YFBMP pick. And there is another Nomad 4 ban, so that is going to remain at 100% ban rate. El Dupa saying we don't want to deal with it. Nobody wants to deal with it. It is gone. Oh, this is doing something wrong. I have to fix my backend stat sheet here, but yeah, Nomad 4 banned out once again. So that is Nomad 2 Hard Rock 4 banned out by Nice Win Guys. DT5 Nomad 4 banned out by El Dupa, who will have the first pick now. We'll see where they want to get this match started. Fix this map thing while I'm at this, though, real quick. Whoa, okay. I see what happened. Base special, formula only. Base special, formula only. It's going to be a DT3 first pick, Midnight Boogie. The Extreme Finger Control DT pick going to be first off the board in this match. Alright, I have now fixed the map statistics sheet. Live backend Google sheeting, courtesy of yours truly. I don't know if anybody was watching the map stats page to actually see that happening. Probably not, because that'd be very boring to watch. Of course you were. All right. I feel justified now. Small gratification. I realized that I forgot to change the formulas to the new row and column, or the new row numbers for where the round of 32 is instead of group stage. Anyway, that aside, we're gonna get into our first map of the match. Nice one, guys. El Dupa gonna start off with Midnight Boogie by Felt. It's a finger control DT pick, and it is going to be a good time. We've seen some pretty varied results on this one. Players have attempted it previously, and we'll see how it goes for everyone this time around. It's going to be Matthew, Jeremy, Arco, Saryi taking on Michni, Musty, BMG, and Mischa. Once we get loaded in, we will check who are the hidden players as well. Looks like it's going to be Matthew and Saryi for Nice Win Guys, BMG and Mischa for El Dupa, and in we go. Score V1, the name of the game here. Try to keep your combo up as best as you can. Accuracy somewhat less meaningful, especially in a map like this that is very tricky. The finger control requirement in this is nothing to scoff at, especially considering we're only in the round of 32. We'll get you guys a little more volume here. There we go. And we'll see what happens. Couple early breaks, Musty and Jeremy. Followed up by Arco and a second miss from Jeremy. So it's going to be triple FC for El Dupa staying alive. It's going to outdo Saryi and Matthew for the time being. Very early on. This is a decently long pick with a lot of combo. So nothing will be set in stone until very late in the map unless one team just takes a humongous lead. But El Dupa have to have their confidence in, excuse me, in this pick. Going with it first. And that confidence is paying off to the tune of a just shy of 4 million point lead at the 1/3 mark heading into the Ki. Do get some breaks coming out. Musty, Mischa, and BMG all finding misses in this chorus. Meanwhile, Matthew, Jeremy, and Arco, we're all holding on. Sorry, building combo back up. Jeremy does find a break, but it's not going to be the end of the world. We've got Michni, BMG. Did I get Bancho missed? Cool. Michni, BMG still on those full combos. Looks like Matthew may have broken right at the very beginning of the map. It's not going to affect his score all that much. But Nice Win Guys at this point are in a position of needing a lot of help in the last quarter of the map. It's going to need to be multiple breaks over on El Dupa if they want to have a chance. And assuming those were actual misses for Matthew, Arco, and Jeremy, that's pretty much going to put this out of reach. Even with Mischa finding a pair of breaks, Michni, BMG still on the FCs, and Musty recovering nicely from his early misses. Going to make this a big win for El Dupa on the first map of the match. BMG does encounter a late break, but it is not going to affect the outcome in any significant way. Only question now is whether Michni will bring home the FC. It looks like he will be able to do so. And that is how you start off a match right there. FC from Mr. Michni, a near FC from BMG, a very solid combo from Musty, and that's about a 50 million point win for El Dupa. Their first pick of this match going very, very well for them. Starting things off with a bang. And taking that 1-0 lead. There were at least 3, if not 4, Bancho misses in the Ki's, and that was pretty cool. Well, you guys know how I feel about this client. I don't really have to say it anymore, I don't think. Everybody knows. And everybody that watches tournaments knows. Everybody except for Peppy knows. we will go on, though. It's going to be the first pick next from Nice Win Guys. Curious to find out what direction they want to go to open this matchup after banning two very, very different styles of map with Nomad 2 and Hard Rock 4. That really doesn't give us much intel on, you know, kind of where they're looking to go. Will we see kind of gimmick stuff? Will we see right-hand mechanics, left-hand mechanics? Very, very difficult to tell with a team like that, but I like to think they're very strong on mechanics in general, but honestly, anything is pickable, I think, for these teams. And it's going to be Nomad 7, so it is going to be gimmick. It's going to be Washigasuchi Kara Hayate Kurunda, the Sardine difficulty. This is, of course, our low AR Nomad pick, AR 7.3. Some very, very difficult patterns in this one, both to read and to play properly, especially for the hidden players. If you are not a low AR hidden expert, you're going to have a rough go of things if you get stuck on hidden as a tank mod. Fortunately, these teams are composed in such a way that I don't think that that's going to be too much of an issue. But we've got Almighty Door coming in, who is going to send it. I am fairly confident. It's going to be joining, it looks like, Matthew, Chiv, and Jeremy. Matthew, the low AR savior of the world. Michni Musty BMG +1 or El Dupa. I'm not sure who to expect their fourth to be because I don't really know on that roster who else plays this sort of thing. Looks like it's just going to be Mischa. So they're keeping an identical roster, going from a finger control DT pick to a low AR, low BPM gimmicky Nomad pick. But they're players who can do both things. Get you a guy who can do both. El Dupa has done exactly that. The Nice One guys are, I think, gonna have their work cut out for them, even though this is only their first pick. I don't think anything is gonna be free in this match. I'm assuming it's gonna be probably Matthew Door hidden, and then looks like it's gonna be Musty and BMG on hidden for El Dupa. As we get underway, let's see what happens, shall we? Very early break from Jeremy, right at the beginning. Buddy? Is he okay? I mean, I guess he's okay now. I'm not really sure what happened on those first few notes, but he's all right now. Now you want to get things going, but it's only a small lead for El Dupa, so it really doesn't actually make that big of a difference. It just is kind of a bad look, but it'll be fine. Don't know that we saw any FCs in the previous match on stream where this was played. Maybe that'll start here. Matthew. Oh, it's like he just like mistapped something. That was kind of weird on the end of that slider, maybe. So down to 2 FCs now, our Nice Win guys. Meanwhile, still 4 intact for El Dupa. But this is where things start to get more difficult. Musty is going to be the first to break. Those, like, they're not really pentagons, but it's these weird... I mean, what shape even is that? How many notes are in those bursts to be able to tell what shape it is? I don't know. BMG gets a Bancho miss. Matthew appears to have a real miss, though. And Almighty Door, Matthew, the hidden players, having trouble with the hidden flow aim requirement here on those streams. Both breaking pretty badly. There goes Mischa as well, though. So this will stay close. Chiv and Jeremy still keeping it going against Michni and BMG. But man, just look at that AC difference. 93, 94, 94 on Chiv, Jeremy, and Door. Meanwhile, Michni 95, but BMG 98, Musty 99. That AC lead, despite it being V1, is actually playing a pretty notable role. Just eking that score lead out a little bit farther as we make our way toward the last quarter of the map, where again you'll see those geometric flow aim patterns coming back into play. This does not get any easier But this is a rough spot to be in for nice win guys. They need a break out of one of those full combos from El Dupa if they want to have a chance, and it needs to happen pretty soon. Leads 4 million points is not insurmountable, but here we go into the tricky part. It's going to be Chiv finding the first miss. These overlapping geometric streams. Musty and BMG trading a couple breaks back, but Michny still holding on for dear life alongside Mischa. Jeremy doing what he can to keep nice win guys in touch, but unfortunately it's just not going to be enough. He is being mashed by Michny, and El Dupa are going to get an early break point here. Goodness, the ending of this map is so tricky, but Michny, what a performance from both him and from Jeremy as well, despite those early troubles. That's the method from Jeremy, actually. Miss at the very beginning and then FC the hard part at the end. But Michny does him one better with the full combo, and El Dupa take the point by just shy of 8 million and take the early break. So 2-0 goes the score. As it turns out, Michny is pretty good. And once again, I don't know, does anybody know what's up with the ending of this? Because this happened last time I had this map on stream as well. Does it just have a super long ending of some sort, like, once it's over? I don't actually know. Point to El Dupa, though. But yeah, that's very impressive stuff from Michny, starting out with back-to-back FCs to give his team a 2-0 lead. Also notable, man, shoutouts to Mischa, 98.6 AC. Did have the one miss, but the best accuracy in the lobby by a pretty decent margin. And a risky pick for nice win guys does not go in their favor. So El Dupa will hang on and take that 2-0 lead as mentioned. We'll see next up what El Dupa want to pick. They'll try to consolidate that break point. 3-0 is a nice spot to be in, but you can never sit and rest on your laurels in this type of matchup. Will El Dupa go into more gimmick? Or will they go back to something a little more mechanic-based? You know, all of the ones are up, so if anybody wants aim at any point, also the 8, Nomad 1, Nomad 8, Hard Rock 1, DT 1, Free Mod 1, all available. So anytime anybody wants to play a little little right hand, avoid a little left hand, play a little right hand. But instead it's going to be Hard Rock 2, so we're going to go Zutomayo Haze Haseru Hateru Made, which is, of course, as with basically every Zutomayo map in this game, it is going to be alt, but this time with the Hard Rock modification applied. Just shy of 4 minutes, but man, I don't care because it's Zutomayo and she's really good. Let's see here. This map has now been picked 4 times? Why does this say 133.33%? Oh, it's gonna go over... It's gonna go over 100% for matches that are in progress, I think. I messed up the formatting. Okay, I keep seeing things I need to fix on the back end while I'm, like, trying to pay attention to the match. First world problems, I guess. What do I have this divided by? Hang on. Oh, okay. You know what? It's fine. Oh, I see what the problem is. Ah, I see what the problem is. Your live look at troubleshooting in Google Spreadsheets. Alright. There we go. No, it's fine. It takes me 2 seconds to fix. So, we're gonna go in. It's gonna be Jeremy Chiv, Legend, Oz, and Sari Hidden on Legend Odds and Sorry for nice win, guys. Against Michi, Musty, BMG, Mischa, with BMG and Musty again being the hidden players. Do they just only have 4 people, or what? It's 3 maps in a row with the same roster. Not starting off super good on this one. Early break from Mischa, but won't really affect much, as has been the case. These longer maps, those early misses don't serve as big punishments. They just start you off in a little bit of a deficit. Nice win, guys. Really need to find their footing in this matchup. 2 maps that didn't work out super well for them early on. Not the way they wanted to start. Gotta try and find a little momentum, maybe a little confidence builder, and get an early break point back would definitely help out with that, as BMG becomes the next player to find a break. He and Mischa both missing before we've even gotten into the first chorus, and he finds another slider break, and Musty finds a break as well. Not how El Dupa envisioned this one going. 4 FCs for a nice win, guys. Finally 1 break out of Chiv against just the 1 FC out of Mission. He's still trying to keep that 100% FC rate intact. Jeremy will be the next to break, though, so it's going to be down to Sari and Legend Oz. Michni flying the flag for El Dupa. Mischa was trying to build up, but he does suffer a miss himself again. And it's an 8 million point gap already here. Nice win, guys. Having a good time of things here on the Hard Rock alt pick. Sari and Legend Oz both holding those FCs. Michni doing everything he can. 99.25 back, best in the match. But unfortunately, he just doesn't have the backing score out of his team that he needs. There's the break from Saryi, though. That will start to open this back up just a little bit for El Dupa. As long as Michni continues to hold on and they can build up some backing combo, but it doesn't appear that that's going to be happening. Musty and Mischief finding continuous breaks. I don't know if this pick was just, hey, Michni go carry or what, but he is being matched by Legend Oz. So as long as the ladder does not break, this is going to be a nice win, guys, holding onto a pretty big gap. It's 15 million points. Really no significant breaks in quite some time here, all reaching up to 500 combo except for Saryi. There goes Chiv. There goes Legend Oz and Chiv. That could make things interesting now, because Michni has 1,200 combo just about, and he's being backed up by very little. Oh, and there's the break, though. I was going to say, despite him being really not backed up well, you get so much score as a, once you get up to 12, 13, 1,400 combo. But fortunately for nice win, guys, the hopes of El Dupa have pretty much just been snuffed out, with Michni finding his first break of the match. And Jeremy holding on to a 700 plus combo with Saryi at just about 475 will mean that nice win, guys, should be poised to take the break point right on back here to start this match off. So we come into the last chorus toward the ending. And all that's left now is really the margin of victory. There's no FCs to keep an eye on. It's not close enough to where the score could swing back. It's just kind of how big will this win be for nice win, guys. And it looks like it's going to be somewhere in the 20 million point vicinity. El Dupa just really, outside of Michni, never able to get anything going on this map. And good performance put forward by nice win, guys, as a team, with 20 million or more points on... Oh, thank you, client. That's cool. No, El Dupa did not win 2022, and the client is still this bad. Wow, what's actually funny is, even if you... So Jeremy, just, I don't know, stopped playing or failed or something at the ending, and even if you take his score out, they only won. El Dupa only would have won that by 380k. But it doesn't actually work that way, because failed scores count. So that's 20 million points on Legend Oz, Saryi, and Jeremy. Meanwhile, Mischa, Musty, BMG unable to get even 15 million on any of them. So that's just a really good score from nice win, guys. Put a point up on the big board. And it will be their pick next to try and level things out at 2 apiece. And it is going to be double time number 2. So it's going to be Weep Irish. So El Dupa early pick the finger control DT, Nice Wind guys are gonna pick the more slightly speedy, I guess you could call it, DT pick. I don't know if that's really... It almost feels inaccurate to say speed. But I mean, like, it's not speed. I don't know. You can... I mean, it's only 218 BPM, and the streams... There's, like, 2 streams that are more than, what, 12 notes? Like, there's some bursts, there's a little bit of finger control, there's some streams, but it's nothing, like, super, super crazy. Just one of those, like... 2011 Angel Honey maps. I don't know if you've been around or if you've played maps like that. Oh, thanks. It is CS5, so slightly smaller circles, but nothing, you know, outlandish. We're going to see our first really significant player changes for this one as we switch up the skill sets. We're going to see Donnet, Curtis, Door, and Arco for Nice Wind guys. Mistia, nope, just kidding. Yes, Mistia, okay, I guess it's Mistia with Musty, Vilas, and Jagako. I may well be pronouncing both those names wrong because I haven't seen them in that many tournaments to know how they're supposed to be pronounced, but there we are. As we wait for the players to ready up so that we can get underway with map number 4. Later that same week, the map will be played. Okay, and in we go. We're gonna see Hidden on Curtis and Door for Nice Wind guys, and on Mistia and Musty for El Dupa. And away we go. Nice little linear big jumps to get you in the swing of things. And then the map really does begin. Curtis with the early break, Vilas with a matching miss on the side of El Dupa. There's the first of the couple of streams. Nobody having any trouble at all, of course. Scores basically dead even. Curtis and Vilas separated by like 5 combo. So technically Nice Wind guys will be in the lead in combo, but the accuracy is... well, it's now in favor of Nice Wind guys by a lot. And there goes Musty. Jocko dropping a ton of back. Musty dropping his combo. There goes Curtis again, though. That's his second break already. Gonna give a little bit of an opening back to El Dupa into the longer stream. Arco breaks, so does Musty, but that's worse for Nice Wind guys. They're down to Donnet and Almighty Door. Meanwhile, Mistia, Vilas, and Jagako still holding on. There goes Jagako, though. So it is Mistia and Vilas versus Donnet and Door. There goes Mistia, and the score is just going to swing back and forth. There goes Door right after. Donnet versus Vilas, and Donnet wins. Vilas is the one to blink. Donnet breaks again as well. Oh my god, I don't even know what just happened to it. Like one break back and forth, but it ends up with Nice Wind guys taking it by 600k. That was fascinating to watch. No FCs. Donnet with the top score, 7,567 combo. Best combo by 80 on the very short DT2 pick. But what is most important is that that levels things up 2 maps apiece. And now we've got a best of 7 on our hands instead of a best of 11. Break point is for naught. As Nice Wind guys get the break right on back. Next picks come from El Dupa. DT3 Hard Rock 2 with their first couple of picks. Wonder if they'll pick more flow aim. And they do, kind of, right? It's Nomad 3. So they go finger control, alt hard rock, alt nomad. Alright. Symphonic Love. Expert diff. It's a Karen map. We do a small amount of Karen mapping. I always like looking at leaderboards for maps in this particular tournament because it's V1, so a lot of people will just play it online and submit stuff. Like, here's a score from 4 days ago from No37. Here's a score from 7 hours ago from Couch. Here's a score from 10 hours ago from LOLOL233. One from 7 hours ago from Deppy Force. Like, it's just a leaderboard full of people that have played it for this tournament. Here's Iger. Here's Markden. Here's Crystal. Here's Emmy. Here's Easy Chalk. Like, it's just all people who played it for the tournament. El Dupa really leaning into these kind of left hand, but not in the traditional sense of left hand where we mean like speed and stamina, more, you know, kind of the finger control alt aspects of it. Rhythmically challenging at times, something like that, I don't know. Looks like El Dupa going back to the roster that they had in for the first few maps with Mischa, Musty, BMG, and Michny. Nice win, guys. Rolling out Jeremy, Arco, Matthew, and Saryi. Yo, is this a Matthew single tap angle? We'll find out if anybody ever loads. Or everybody ever loads, I guess. Alright, in we go. Matthew Saryi hidden for nice win, guys. Mischa BMG hidden for El Dupa. That's a switch of their hidden player, right? It's been Mischa and Musty, mostly. And, yikes, Musty, wait, okay, BMG did not actually miss that entire burst, but neither did Musty. Neither of them missed. Thank you, Bancho. It literally just showed Musty and BMG both missing 5 notes in a row. What the fuck is this client, dude? Looks like Jeremy and Mischa did actually break, though. So it's 3 FCs to 3. Team's basically dead even as Arco maybe breaks. It's like, you're hesitant to say anything's an actual miss until about 50 combo later. Okay, Arco and Matthew actually breaking. There goes Michny. After that incredibly fast start, he's cooled down a little bit on the map since those first 2 FCs. Let's see what he can do the rest of the way here after an early miss. Matthew breaking once again. And you get some tricky little overlapping slider patterns. You find a couple misses here and there on those. Matthew and Mischa notably in this section. It is Saryi with the FC, along with Musty on the other side. Michny and BMG gonna double break for El Dupa. And this score is gonna go pretty wildly in favor of nice win, guys, if they can hold on to some combo. Unfortunately, that doesn't look like it's gonna be the case, though. There's a break from Saryi and Matthew. Musty trying to hold it down against Arco and Jeremy's combo. It should go over here shortly. I don't believe there's enough combo for El Dupa to keep this lead, but it's going to be very tight until anyone else with a big combo breaks. That score just... it's going ever so slowly. It's really funny to watch scores when they're going back and forth in V1 compared to V2 because the score gaps are so much bigger. But this one's staying like almost dead even. It's crazy how even those combos must be when you add everything up, and nobody has broken in quite some time. everyone up or above about a 300 combo now, and that score still refuses to flicker over. This is hilarious. It's like a freaking, it's like watching a heartbeat or something. And there's a break from Arco. That's going to be big, as that score never did go over to Nice Win Guys, and El Dupa now with the advantage. That was some of the funniest score flickering I think I've ever watched, as it was just pulsating back and forth to the right and never broke that center line. Unfortunately for Nice Win Guys, but fortunately for El Dupa, Musty still holding on to that FC, carrying them through this one. Very high accuracy on pretty much everybody. There goes Saryi and Arco with just a quarter of the map to go. I think that pretty much decides it. 7 million point lead for El Dupa, and that's going to get pretty big now. Jeremy and Matthew trying to hold on, but it's not going to end up mattering. Musty still with the FC. Cough, cough. BMG does find a late break, but Arco and Matthew decide to match it, as does BMG. And, well, I'm just going to ignore the top right square. We're just gonna ignore that, because the score is such that this outcome has already been set in stone. So we're just gonna watch the other 7 players. As Mischa and Michny work along with Musty to bring this one on home by a pretty sizable margin. Jeremy got some combo, just the early break from him, but didn't have the backing from his team that he would have needed. And yep, Musty. Yep, Musty. 1x100 in the last little bit of combo. That is tragic. He held that SS for how long? And then he misses a slider end in the last, like, 30 combo. Ah, man. Musty is so good, though. That's a really impressive score from him. 1x slider end. Very solid accuracy from pretty much everyone, as you'd expect from that type of map. Jeremy, unfortunately, with the slider break in the first 100 combo. But the rest of the team, for Nice Win Guys, just not able to put together the combo that they would have needed. And that's a pretty solid score from Musty and the boys on El Dupa, who will take a 3-2 lead. Alright, so next pick will be Nice Win Guys, and they are gonna go with another DT. That's back-to-back DT picks from them. DT2, now DT4. This will be the second to last of the 5 DTs. DT1's still available, but maybe not the sort of map that these teams are gonna be picking. We've seen them kind of studiously avoiding aim in this match so far. Double time 4, Murioku P, Hypnospira, I don't know. This is the fastest of the DT maps. 278 BPM, 10.3 DT. Really not super hard in any one traditional sense. You know, it's high BPM, but it's a lot of sliders, a little bit of aim. There's not, I don't feel that on this pick there's one thing that kind of jumps out at you other, you know, assuming that a player is able to competently perform on you know, near 280 BPM 10.3. That's like the big aspect of this that kind of jumps out, is just the settings more so than the map itself. Kind of older style. I mean, this one is pretty old. I want to say 2012. Yeah, 2012 map. Kind of an era before we saw maps like we see nowadays. Which I guess is obvious, but, you know, there's certain mappers who were around back then who made things that held up in a way that others don't. And this is one of those that kind of feels like a product of its time much more than some other picks that, you know, kind of flow more fluidly into modern mapping aesthetics. And it looks like we will be seeing the same speed rosters as on the previous DT pick. Donnet, Curtis, Matthew, Arco. No door for this one. Against Misha, Vilas, Michny, and Jagako. Map number 6. We are, on serve, as it were. We saw matching breakpoints from each team. Trying to keep that streak alive here. Couple of points held in a row. See a common theme where you get like an early 2-0 and then the early comeback to 2-2. There have been a few different matches already where that has happened. It's like teams not quite perfect on their first pick and they lose that break point, but then they get the break point back on literally the next map and win their own following pick. And this match is another one where that occurred. It's gonna be a break from Arco on the little flow aim. We've seen several players break there already over the course of this morning. I'm not really sure quite why, but it's probably one of those things where it's more difficult than it looks. Break from Jagako, the first to find a miss on the side of El Dupa. Michny following it up next. Misha along for the ride as well. He says, you guys are gonna jump off the edge of this cliff? Well, I guess I'll just do that too. So now Vila is the only FC left, unless those are Bancho, we're gonna see here. Yep, those were both real misses. Matthew, the next one. So it's Curtis and Donnet. Gonna do what they can here for nice win, guys. Try and build up a bit of a lead as they have a 2 FC to 1 advantage. There goes everyone! Oh my goodness. Yep, that burst exists. That's 278 BPM, and that is Mischief, Vilas, Jagako, Michny, Arco, Matthew, all gone in a heartbeat. Donnet and Curtis make it through. Curtis finds an aim miss. That happened, I guess, but fortunately for nice win, guys, they have a 6 million point lead, and Donnet's still in an FC that is not even close to being matched anywhere on El Dupa. And that will be pretty much it for this one. Unless something really ridiculous happens at 7 million points, that is not too comebackable. And that is nice win, guys. Getting another DT pick under their belt. Donnet will break at the very end, so there will be no FCs on this pick. Ah, man. But more importantly, he put up a score that was enough for their team to win it by 6 million points. And nice win, guys. Tie things up at 3-3 in the match. Yeah. So that diff spike, where literally 6 players missed. How about that? 278 BPM bursts, kind of difficult sometimes. And now, at long last, we will see an aim map. It is going to be the None modification, the first alert. Get Along in Life Yuki Diff. 220 BPM, 7-star round of 32, no mod 1. Just let that sink in for a moment. How many tournaments have a 7-star round of 32, no mod 1? Maybe like the absolute peak end of open rank 1v1s? That maybe? That's like it, surely, right? I can't imagine there's much else. And I kind of talked about this earlier, but it feels like all of the aim maps in this pool are really favored to people who are comfy at high BPMs. It's all 200 BPM plus, and all but one of them are 220 BPM plus. there's not, you know, there's not even like a 190 BPM aim map. It's the lowest you get is 202, and that's Hard Rock 1. I guess that's maybe less of a big deal nowadays than it used to be. You know, maybe like everybody just alts now, so it doesn't matter. Stuff doesn't feel as fast until you get up to really like legitimate speed stuff. But I mean, outside of players who get hard speed capped really early that like legitimately just can't play it, but for the most part, I guess it's just enough people comfy with that it's not a big deal. Still a bit nuts to me, though, to see a rank-restricted tournament with a 7-star round of 32 Nomad 1. I don't know. Trying to wrap my head around that is a little difficult. But, be that as it may, we're going to play it. It's going to be Door, Chiv, Matthew, Legend Oz, with Door and Legend Oz on Hidden. And we're taking on Mischa, Musty, Michny. Mischa, Musty, Michny. Boy, I wonder why I was having trouble commentating this match, and BMG, with BMG and Mischa on Hidden. El Dupa has a very good aim roster, and it's really not starting out well for many players. It's not the sort of thing that I would expect Nice Win guys. I don't know. I don't feel like this is really an aim team. I am ready to be proven wrong, but if either of these teams was something that I would consider good at aim, it would be El Dupa, much more so than Nice Win guys. A couple early breaks from Nice Win guys, furthering that instant belief. This map is very tricky, though, and the aim patterns in the Key Eyes are bonkers. I don't know. There's a break from Chiv. It's interesting because the way the snare in this song works in these Key Eyes, you could actually have mapped even more ridiculous jumps in this than they did. Because it's just this constant, like, 1/2 rhythm snare beat in the entire Key Eye. So you could just map all the jumps in the world if you really wanted to make an aim practice map out of this song. But they threw in some actual rhythm and stuff, so it's not that absurd. So far, so good here for pretty much everyone. The only meaningful break was Chiv and now Musty. It's a 4 million point lead for El Dupa, but that's not very much. You're only halfway through. There's plenty of time left. Michny holding that high ac. The highest of X. BMG and Mischa, as well as Musty, really all holding solid ac. Everybody, the only player with trouble with ac on this so far is Legend Oz, and a lot of that is from the very beginning, I think. And with him being on Hidden, you can kind of excuse it a little bit anyway. There's the next miss, though, from Nice Win guys. It's going to be Matthew. That helps things out for El Dupa. Still on, now just one FC. They were on a double FC. Michny matching Door, and BMG matching Legend Oz. This is actually almost dead even combo, really. In fact, it's a slight combo lead for Nice Win. And with that score being as close as it is, this is comebackable. And that is going to be the score going over. No, it's Chiv. Oh, Chiv, no. That is so sad. He misses right before the break. And now you've got the FC on Michny matching Almighty Door, the combo from BMG matching Legend Oz, and Musty with a bigger combo than Matthew. And there goes Door, and there goes Oz. The door opens and the door closes back shut on Nice Win guys and their opportunity to steal away a break point here. And El Dupa should now be able to take this one and bring it on home. Michny, by the way, continuing his rampage this match. He has been playing incredibly well, and this map is just another example of that. Just gotta hit the ending now. Will he be the lone full combo in the lobby on Nomad 1? The awkward jumps at the very end prove to be no issue for Michny. Will he get the last note? Yes, he will. The SS for Michny. That's the second SS. No, first SS now of this match. Musty, of course, with the 1x100 on the Nomad alt pick. But Michny bringing home the SS on Nomad 1. And leading the way on the side of El Dupa to a victory on their 4th pick and a 4-3 lead as well. So, Michny is just kind of sending it this match. I don't know, man. He has, DT3 FC, Nomad 7 FC, Hard Rock 2 top score for his team, Nomad 1 FC. He did bottom score Hypnospira, but whatever, you know. The guy is on one, and it's needed for his team, considering how close this match is. 4-3. I mean, it's basically dead even still. So they really need his scores to be this good. And we're gonna go into a Nomad 5 pick. So nice win, guys. Really just leaning into left-hand mechanics picks as they go 2 DTs into Nomad 5. Model of Earth. Excuse me, Nomad 5, not Nomad 6, not Model of Earth. Darigatame ni Usagi wa Mao Kyosoku Kyosu Kyoku Lunatic TBD Ver. I had to make that 9-point font and make the column width like twice as wide as it was before to fit this entire title in on the spreadsheet. And it barely fits in the tournament client. But here we are anyway. 231 BPM. Very short, just 1 minute 52 seconds in the Nomad 5 here. See if a 3rd straight stream speed stamina style pick for nice win, guys, will work out. It's going to be Dor, Arco, Matthew, Donnet, Mischa, Vilas, Jagako, Musty's team's pretty set with their rosters. A lot of players just not present, or not present for many maps. We've not seen Toya Star at all. We have not seen Anrise at all. We have not seen Blizink at all. We have not seen Brony Cien. No, that's Arco. I think we've seen everybody from Nice Win, guys, but we've seen less of some than others. I need to change this username on here. I was like, I haven't seen Brony Cien. Well, no shit, you haven't seen Brony Cien. He doesn't exist anymore. You've seen Arco multiple times, though. Interesting to not see Curtis in on this one, but clearly Nice Win, guys, comfy with the roster that they have. Doron hidden along with Matthew. On the other side, Mischa and Musty, the hidden crew for these picks, it seems, for El Dupa. And we do a little bit of bursting, we do a little bit of slider aiming. I think everyone in this lobby is very comfortable with this sort of thing. Musty's gonna be the first to break. Already Nice Win, guys, in the lead thanks to their accuracy, and now in the lead because of the combo and the accuracy. Almost halfway through already. And that lead, a couple million points. When will the break occur, if it is going to, for Nice Win, guys? Who will lose the 4-way full combo for them? It's Almighty Door, but it's matched by Mischa and Jagako. And there is just nothing going on the side of El Dupa here on this one. Matthew and Donnet do find a couple of breaks, but Arco still holding on just fine. And that lead is massive, so this point is basically assured to go in the favor of Nice Win, guys. So they're going to tie it up 4-4. And they're going to send this to the last pick from either team before a possible tiebreaker in pretty impressive fashion. Now you wonder, you know, at what point do they run out of picks? But it's at the point in the match where it doesn't even matter if they run out of picks. They only need one more. And that's several consecutive left-hand pick wins for Nice Win, guys. DT2, DT4, now Nomad 5, all working out quite well for them. But that's kind of all the speed there is to be found. So they're going to have to basically be forced to go somewhere different with their final pick of this match. Whether that's at 4-5 down or 5-4 up, it's going to be an interesting change of pace for Nice Win Guys with their last pick. But first, we need the last pick out of El Dupa here. 4-4. Do they go aim again? We've got Hard Rock 1, we've got Nomad 8, we've got DT1, Freemod 1, all of the other, all those aim picks pretty ready for them. Oh, that's interesting, this is a different color. Why is that a different color? That's so weird. I never noticed that until now. Oh well. So, expecting El Dupa to probably take their time with deciding on this last pick. With how well Get Along in Life went for them, I mean, 34 million point win. I could see making a case for just going another aim map. You know, if they feel comfortable with it, maybe Hard Rock 1. Next highest star rating of the remaining picks. 6.75 star Hard Rock 1. And there it is. So, Headphone Actor, Tragic Love Extra will be the final pick of this match for El Dupa. I said 6.75 star, 3 minute 39 second long Hard Rock aim pick. Mapped by Amiya. I believe that was Spartan for a while, right? Yeah, that was Spartan. This is Spartan aim. You know, Spartan aim maps are kind of hit or miss, I feel like. But not the worst thing in the world. So our last aim map, just a bit ago, was Michni, BMG, Musty, Mistya versus Dor, Oz, Matthew, and Chiv. Looks like we're switching things up a bit on this one. Chiv and Oz gonna be here, but it's Sari and Jeremy. So we have the full Canadian contingent here for Nice Win Guys for the Hard Rock 1. This is the second time now that they've run this roster. It was the full Canadian squad for Hard Rock 2 as well. So it's just Canadian Hard Rock supremacy, I guess. BMG, Michni, Musty, and Mistya. So I'm just gonna operate under the assumption that their other players just are not here for this match. I'm not really sure what the story is there, but no Toya Stara, no Anroys, no Blazink. It feels like whenever Blazink is on a team in Hippo Cup, he doesn't actually play more than like 3 maps in the entire tournament anyway. Looks like we are set to get going here. GLHF's coming out and into the map. We go. Legend, Oz, and Sari, the hidden players for Nice Win Guys. BMG and Musty, the hidden players for La Dupa. El Dupa? El Dupo? The Dupes. And time to find out if this aim pick will go better for Nice Win Guys than the last one did. So this would be a great place for the first breakpoint we would have seen in quite a while if they can go into their last pick of the match with a match point in their favor. These Spartan aim maps are always like slightly uncomfortable jumps. There's always something just a little bit different about them than, you know, kind of the normal comfy style of jump mapping. And his sliders often do stuff like what just caught Mischa out. They're just, the angles are a little bit unusual. They're not crazy, they're not super weird, but they're just a little different. And you can find breaks on them pretty easily. So that's gonna be an early lead for Nice Win Guys. Mischa a couple hundred combo behind, and BMG about 50 combo behind the rest of the players. How long can Nice Win Guys hold the four-way? That is going to become the question here as they build their lead up to about 2.5 million points. Michny and Musty holding down the fort for El Dupa, ready to pounce on any miss that they get out of Nice Win Guys. It's Legend Oz, the first break. He was the one that had a little bit of trouble with the Nomad 1. So I guess not the most surprising thing to see him breaking, unfortunately, on Hard Rock 1. That's going to help things out for El Dupa. That's going to be the most important of the combo breaks, actually, out of anyone realistically, since the others are all up at some pretty decent combo again now. This is going to start flipping back over toward El Dupa, especially in this verse where there's just not a lot that's missable. Oh, but Musty! I guess it was missable, unfortunately. Musty is going to be the one to find a little break. I think that might have been a slider break on that quick repeat. So 1 FC, 2 big combos for El Dupa, and it's Michny and Chiv trading breaks on the spaced stream. Sorry, finding the next one. That's not good for Nice Win Guys. Jeremy still holding on to the FC with solid accuracy, but BMG is just behind him, and Mischa not all that far behind those either, and that's going to bring this score over to El Dupa. Even with that break from Musty, it's really not going to matter. Players to watch here, BMG, Mischa, and Jeremy, who cannot do anything on his own for Nice Win Guys. Jeremy is going to need some help. It's going to be a big space stream that catches almost everyone. Musty, BMG, Sorry, Jeremy, and Chiv all breaking. Mischa holds on, and that will probably be enough to push El Dupa over the edge. A couple million point win, but Mischa with that large combo. He is outdoing Legend Oz. 99.5 AC as well. Mischa on a rampage on this pick. Just when his team needed him the most, he has appeared to vanquish their foes on the aim pick. And it's going to be a pretty tightly fought battle. Only about a 5 million point difference coming into the very end. It's going to be even less than that by the time it's over. But it was enough. Just shy of 5 million points for El Dupa. That was closer than 5 million points looks. I guess 5 million points looks pretty close, as it should. Legend Oz, unfortunately, this S rank, just not quite enough from those backing scores of Chiv and you know, really name anyone. They're all in a pretty similar boat, all 4 million points at most. So a lot of that on the back of Mischa with that 1K plus combo, just the one miss. And he helps to put El Dupa up match point 5-4. So what will it be? One pick left now. Nice Win Guys down match point with their own last pick. The last pick either team will have, and it's going to be Nomad 6. Interesting. The Niwashi Model of Earth Nomad 6. A daring sort of last pick here. A little KFC. interestingly, this means the free mod pool goes completely untouched in this match. Boy, a down rhythm pick is your last map. That's bold strategy. But considering how well the left-hand stuff has been going for them, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised to see it. The only real finger control map that we've played was DT3, and El Dupa won that, but this is much more rhythmically complex, of course. Alright, looks like we are set to go here. Dor, Arco, Matthew, and Chiv taking on BMG, Michny, Mischa, and Musty. So, everything on the line now. Nice win, guys. Win this, they send it to a tiebreak. If El Dupa win this, they win the match and move on to the winners round of 16. Those hidden players are going to have a fun time on this one. BMG, Mischa, Matthew, and Almighty Dor. Not that it's all that much more fun for no-mod players either, especially considering how strong the hidden players are at hidden. It's not going to be as big a deal as, you know, you might otherwise consider it to be. Everyone handling the first couple hundred combo just fine. A couple act drops here and there, but nothing too terrible. 96 on BMG. Matthew Ack, though. He's serious about his finger control. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, there's the diff spike. Arco, Chiv, Matthew, BMG, and Musty all gone. Michny and Mischa hold for El Dupa. Only Dor is left alive. 4 nice win guys, and that means that El Dupa are going to take a lead here. We're only a quarter of the way through, though. So there is a lot of time and a lot of difficult rhythm changes to play before this one is said and done. Fortunately, Chiv not having the greatest time through this middle third, nor is Matthew as he finds another couple of misses. The combo's getting built back up by BMG and Musty over on El Dupa, conversely to how things are going for nice win guys. Almighty Dor still with that FC, but low accuracy and being matched and exceeded by Michny and Mischa. As we hit the halfway mark, it's a 12 million point lead for El Dupa. Things are looking grim here for nice win guys. They've got to build up a lot of combo and hope that El Dupa has a lot of trouble with the second half of this map if they want to have any chance to come back. There goes BMG. That's his second time breaking. Michny and Mischa, though, they're chilling, man. They're having a good time. No difficulty here for those guys. The finger control of legends. Exactly what was needed here. And that's a 20 million point lead. Hope fading fast. If it has not already completely faded for nice win, guys. This was what felt like a very risky pick after considering how good El Dupa was at finger control early on and how good we know this team is at gimmick. Nice win, guys. Maybe feeling a little backed into a corner because they couldn't go, you know, kind of the aim stuff. Don't know what maybe would have been a better option than this one, but this pick just not working out for them, unfortunately. Getting to this point in the match, you know, you run out of options in the pool that feel 100% comfortable, and you maybe have to pick something that's not as great. And this ended up being their choice, and unfortunately, it was not the right one. A late break from Mischa is not going to help anything, as Michny is still matching Almighty Dor, and that score lead is 30 million points, which has long since become unassailable. This is going to be El Dupa. The first break point since the third pick of the match, and it comes at the best possible time for them. 5-4 becomes 6-4, becomes a victory. El Dupa, your winners. They will be going onward into the winners round of 16. 15. Sad to see either of these teams dropping to the losers bracket this early on with how strong they are, but I think nice win, guys. We'll be able to make a pretty strong run through losers. This is not the last that we will be seeing of them here in HC5. That is for sure. But an absolutely outrageous performance in this match by Michny. He pulls out another FC to lead them to victory on the final map, on the final pick. And that is a very strong performance from El Dupa. Very well played by both teams, honestly. This was a closely fought battle, back and forth the whole way through. But El Dupa just managed to emerge on top. And they will be going onward. They do not have an opponent as of yet, but as we talked about, they'll be playing the winner of Cuckweezy versus Thanks Guys next week. And nice one, guys. We'll be facing the loser of that match, which is one of tomorrow's matches. And with that being said, that is the last match of the day for today. Everybody cramming everything into this morning and tomorrow morning. So our stream will end here. Tomorrow we will have Smiling Imp versus Oomphy Aim. We'll have Kenka Sujitegia. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Somebody teach me how to pronounce this, because this is not a word in any language that I've ever heard of before. Followed by Disco Boys 3 versus Weena. I think we'll have Cuckweezy versus Thanks Guys. Farid versus Kooks Kochan, and Osu True Oomphy versus I Love Tateyama. All that tomorrow, starting at 14 UTC, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Korea, Japan. Figure it out from there. That's all I got. That'll be going through the day, 14 UTC, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 30 UTC. We're going to have a pretty long day ahead of us tomorrow in day 2 of the winner's bracket in the round of 32. So make sure to follow the stream, make sure to stick around for those matches tomorrow. We'll have announcements in the Discord server for the matches, etc., etc. Congratulations to El Dupa. Well played to both teams. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.